Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Rebecca. It's nice to meet you. It's officially the end of March, so we're about to pick our TBR for April. I have so many books I want to read this month, and there's also so many new releases coming out, like Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez and Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry come out this month. But I thought we'd pick our TBR using a little TBR mug. I don't have a jar, but I have a mug, so whatever works. Now, I'm so bad at following TBRs. For whatever reason, if I put a book on my TBR, my brain's like, oh, actually, I'd rather read anything than that. So I think I'm just gonna pick like 5 books for my TBR, and then the rest of the books I read this month will just be like whatever I'm in the mood to read, but I thought it'd be fun to pick a little TBR. So we just have this mug and it has all these like little prompts in it, so we'll pick one out and then we'll pick whatever book we're gonna read based on the prompt. Okay, first prompt. Okay, a fluffy romance. Okay, I actually got this book recently. It's Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. It says, Mallory Greenleaf is done with chess. Every move counts nowadays. After the sport led to the destruction of her family 4 years ago, Mallory's focus is on her mom, her sisters, and the dead-end job that keeps the lights on. That is, until she begrudgingly agrees to play in one last charity tournament and inadvertently wipes the board with notorious king killer Nolan Sawyer, current world champion and reigning bad boy of chess. Nolan's loss to an unknown rookie shocks everyone, especially Mallory. What's even more confusing, his desire to cross pawns again. What kind of gambit is Nolan playing? The smart move would be walk away, resign, game over. But Mallory's victory opens the door to sorely needed cash prizes, and despite everything, she can't help feeling drawn to the enigmatic strategist. As she rockets up the ranks, Mallory struggles to keep her family safely separated from the game that wrecked it in the first place. And as her love for the sport she so desperately wanted to hate begins to rekindle, Mallory quickly realizes that the games aren't only on the board. The spotlight is hotter than she imagined, and the competition can be fiercely attractive and intelligent and infuriating. So this is just like a rivals to lovers little romance by Ali Hazelwood. I've read a couple of Ali Hazelwood books before and I've liked them, so I think this is a cute little book to read during the month of April. It also smells so good. Okay, perfect. So that's book 1. Let's like the second prompt. Give an author a second chance. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick Jennifer L. Armentrout. I read From Blood and Ash and I hated it. Like, the writing was good, I liked that, but like, when it got to the end of the book, I feel like everything twisted so dramatically and I was like, I hate this actually, I really hate this. And so after that I was kind of like, yeah, okay, like I'm gonna steer clear of her books because I don't really know what to expect with them. But I watch Emmy and she recommends A Shadow in the Ember so highly, and it's like one of her favorite series and has her favorite book boyfriend, so I want to give it a shot. And the description says this: born shrouded in the veils of the primals, a maiden as the fates promise, Seraphina Miral's future has never been hers. Chosen before birth to uphold the desperate deal her ancestors struck to save his people, Sarah must leave behind her life and offer herself to the primal of death as his consort. However, Sarah's real destiny is most closely guarded secret in all of Lasenia. She's not in the well-protected... Oh my gosh, I can't talk. She's not the well-protected maiden, but an assassin with one mission, one target. Make the primal of death fall in love, become his weakness, and then end him. If she fails, she dooms her kingdom to a slow demise at the hands of the rot. Sarah has always known what she is: chosen, consort, assassin, weapon, a specter never fully formed yet drenched in blood, a monster, until the primal of death's unexpected words and deeds chase away the darkness gathering inside her, and his seductive touch ignites a passion she's never allowed herself to feel and cannot feel for him. But Sarah has never had a choice. Either way, her life is forfeit, and always has been, as she has been forever touched by life and death. Whoa. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's advised to go in this without reading all of the From Blood and Ash series, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I don't really care and I want to read the book. Now it's time for our third pick. book that you've been scared to read. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I think for this one, I'm gonna pick Unravel Me from the Shatter Me series. I read Shatter Me a while ago. I think it might have been last year. And I liked the book, but I just never continued the series. And I've kind of wanted to because I see it so much on TikTok. But I've been nervous that I won't like it. And like, I don't know, I've just been putting off reading it. So I think I'll give that a shot. I don't know if I should read the description for this because it kind of gives spoilers to the first book. But basically it's just like a continuation from what happens after Shatter Me, I think. So I guess we can give that a try and see how it goes. But I see this series literally everywhere. Like the amount of people talking about Aaron Warner on my For You page on a daily basis is insane. Okay, now for book 4. This is scary. I'm nervous. First book I see on TikTok. Oh no. Okay, I'm actually filming this on my phone, so I'm on TikTok on my laptop, and I'm just gonna search up fantasy romance, and whatever book pops up first is what we'll read, as long as I haven't read it. Once Upon a Broken Heart I've read. Fourth Wing I've read. Caraval I've read. Powerless I've read. Between Fire and Fate. It's Between Fire and Fate. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna search it up on Goodreads and see what it says. Actually, it's not published in English, so we have to pick a different one. Okay, I've read all the videos. I've read all the books in the first video I saw besides one that's not published in English, so we're gonna watch the second video. It says new must-read fantasy romance books and series. Okay, it's called Frost. Let's Google it. Or Goodreads it. Frost. Okay, this is what the Goodreads description says. On the worst birthday of my life, I come home to find my boyfriend in bed with another woman. Okay. Within hours, I'm drunk, homeless, and pledging to stay single forever, and that is when the dangerous, sexy Seelie King rolls through town looking for a fae like me. Every generation, the king holds a competition for a Seelie Queen. What does that remind me of? Trial of the Sun Queen? But for reasons he won't explain, Torin is looking for a charade, not a real marriage. So when I drunkenly sling insults his way, I have his intention. When Torin offers me 50 million, I'd participate. I think, what have I got to lose? The answer turns out to be my life, because my competition will literally kill for the crown. And the more time I spend with the seductive king, the harder it becomes to remember it's all supposed to be fake. Okay, this reminds me of Trial of the Sun Queen, which I DNF'd. Ooh. Yeah. But we'll give it a shot. We'll put it on. It's by C.N. Crawford. I've never heard of this before, but we'll give it a shot. It says the tropes in this book include trials, fake relationships, enemies to lovers, marriage of convenience, slow burn, forced proximity, and portal fantasy. Okay. Not too bad. And now for our final book. A fantasy book. Okay, I think for this one, I'm gonna pick The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. I finished The Poppy War earlier this year, and it was like the most insane thing ever, and I just like needed a break after that. But I've been really wanting to finish this series, and I'm also trying to focus on finishing up series that I've started. So I think I'll pick that one. I'm really excited though, because I've heard people say like book 2 is like the best in the series, and they love it so much, and like all this stuff about it, so. But yeah, those are the 5 books we'll be reading in April. Hopefully I'll get to all of them. I'm so bad at following TBRs, but I'm going to try my best to read all of them. And then we can see how I feel about them all in my April reading wrap up next month. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye!